Hi, I'm Carol.
Hi, I'm Kylie. We go to the St. Clare Catholic Church in O'Fallon, Illinois.
And today we're going to be reading chapter 14, the celebration of the Paschal mystery of Christ. Martin loved liturgy. Today, Sunday, November 9th, 1890, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the Lord blessed us with our first child. Next Sunday, he will become a Christian, and his name will be Martin Hellriegel. These words were written by Martin's mother in her prayer book, and the baptism took place at St. Peter Church in Heppenheim, Germany. The child flourished in a good Catholic home, and at age 17 he received a scholarship to Hellriegel Seminary in St. Louis, Missouri. Ordained in 1914, he served first as an assistant in a parish, then as a chaplain to the Sisters of the Precious Blood at O'Fallon, Missouri, for 22 years. In 1940, he became pastor of Holy Cross Church in St. Louis, where he served until his death 40 years later. During his long years as a priest, he was a pioneer of the liturgical movement in the United States, always from the viewpoint of pastoral practice. This movement aimed to bring people closer to the meaning and effectiveness of Christian worship. Following the teaching of Pope Pius XII's 1947 encyclical on the sacred liturgy, Msgr Hellriegel sought to help his parishioners draw from the liturgy grace and strength for Christian living. He did this by showing them how the readings, ceremonies, and music can open their hearts to the presence of Jesus living and active in the liturgy. He drew his people into a loving participation in the Mass and the other sacraments. He believed that all the aspects of the liturgical celebration should be understood. Martin produced a small card that contained a record of days of grace in his life: baptism, first confession, first communion, confirmation, and his ordination. On the respective days, he burned a candle before this framed card and spent an hour in prayer reflecting on the saving grace he had received from God. He frequently reminded his people to celebrate the anniversaries of their own sacred days, when they received their own first sacraments. He spent several Lenten sabbaticals in Rome. Each day he participated in Lenten liturgies at various ancient churches in Rome, studying their history and art. He incorporated this experience into his Lenten catechesis for his parishioners and others, helping them to sense Lent as a journey to Easter. He possessed an instinctive appreciation of the sacramental principle, in which the visible elements of nature and history speak of the hidden but active presence of God in Christian worship. Inspired by Pope Pius X's motu proprio on sacred music, he popularized Gregorian chant to the point where his people could sing it easily and prayerfully. He taught them the prayer life of the Church, by which they could enrich their lives in union with Jesus, ever interceding for us before the Father. Msgr Hellriegel died in 1981. The encyclical on the sacred liturgy by Pope Pius XII was a major statement about the Church's liturgy and the years prior to the Second Vatican Council. Pope Pius provided a vision for the Church's liturgical life that bore fruit in the Second Vatican Council's Constitution on the Sacred Liturgy. Msgr Hellriegel and others working in the liturgical movement drew inspiration from these developments. Thank you.